Okay, welcome everyone. We are here now in Kever Rochel, right next to Mama Rochel. As you see behind me is a tefillah that is said by the Kever of Rochel Imenu. This year I want to dedicate especially to my dear Talmud B'Tzalo ben Sipora Rezel, that he should have a refuah shalema b'sek shachar Yisrael, and we hope that Mama Rochel should please have in mind him with all Chayla Yisrael. So I wanted to share with the Olam here by Rochel Imenu. Rochel Imenu had a very, very special koyach, a very special strength. If you remember, when Yaakov was supposed to marry Rochel Imenu, so he suspected that Lavan would switch, because Rachel was the younger one, Leah was the older one, so he gave Rachel simonim. The simonim were Chala, Nida, Hadlakas Aner. The Paneach Raza says that that's what Chana stands for. Chana is Rosh Tevis, Chala, Nida, Hadlakas Aner. Rachel Imenu did not want that her sister should be embarrassed, so she gave her sister the simonim, and she didn't say anything. She was quiet. And this koyach of being quiet was Rochel Imenu's koyach that she gave over to her descendants. We find that later on, it says about Binyamin that Binyamin knew about the Mechiras Yosef, and all the years he never told his father. That's why Binyamin's stone on the Choshen was Yoshpeh. Yoshpeh is Yeshpeh. He had a mouth, he could have said anything, and he didn't say anything. That's why the Balaturim says, it says the family of Binyamin, L'shvufam mishpachas hashufami, L'chufam mishpachas hachufami. The Balaturim says that every letter in every word in that pasuk has a fei, because Binyamin had a mouth, but he didn't say anything. We find the same thing by Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik, when Yaakov was down in Mitzrayim, so Yosef, although he was when he was with his father, it says Ben Zekunim, that Kol Masha Lomad B'Shem Ve'ever Masa Loi. When Yosef, until he was 17, his father gave him all what he learned in Shem Ve'ever in 14 years without sleeping. That's how attached Yosef was to Yaakov. Yet when Yaakov came down to Mitzrayim, Yosef never stayed alone with him. The 17 years that Yaakov was in Mitzrayim, Yosef never stayed alone with him once. So that Yaakov shouldn't ask him, so Yosef, tell me what really happened. What really happened? They told me that Chayara, Achalaso, they brought the cloak. What really happened? And he was afraid that Yaakov might curse the Shvatim, so he never was alone with Yaakov, so he shouldn't open his mouth. He kept it secret for 17 years. That's the koyach of Rochel. Many years later, a descendant of Rochel Imenu would be a descendant of Rochel Imenu would be Esther Malka. Esther Malka also kept her mouth quiet. Ein Esther Magedes es Amo ves Moladita kasher tziru aleh Mordechai. So even though this was a crazy king, Achashverosh, he killed Vashti for not coming in without clothing. Yet, when it came to Achashverosh asking Esther, "Who's your family?" she didn't say, "I'm not telling." That's because she had the koyach already from Mama Rochel to control her mouth. Now, this, we want, everybody comes here to Kever Rochel to have their tefillas answered. But it's also important when we're by Kever Rochel that we should pray for Rochel Imenu, right? Everybody's coming here to Rochel should be Melitz Yosha, Melitzis Yosha for us, but we should pray for Mama Rochel. So what's a good way to help Mama Rochel? A good way to help Mama Rochel is if we also learn to control our mouth. Right? In Pirkei Avos, it says, Shibin b'nai yomer, kol yomai gadalti bein hachachamim. All my life, I grew up amongst the Chachamim, v'lo matzasi l'guf toiv mishtika. And I never found anything better than being quiet. That's an amazing thing. There's nothing better for the body than being quiet. That means that a lot of people, they get high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, because they get excited. But if they learn that they don't have to have the last word, if they learn how to be quiet, if they learn the way of not getting excited, so that's the midah of Mama Rochel, the midah of shtika. The Goin says that the word Bereshis, which stands for the 6 most important things in life, Bereshis is Bitochon, Rotzen, Abba, Shtika, Yira, and Torah. Shtika, he says, is one of the 6 most important qualities in life. To know when to keep your mouth shut. The Gemara says, Mila besela, Shtika betray. If a word is worth a selah, then being quiet is worth double. It's a very big koyach for a person to know how to be quiet. A person says that we just finished Yom Kippur, and we clapped al chet shertanu l'fanecha b'tipshas peh. We with our mouth, we're silly. We scream in the home. A home, if we want it to be a mikdash ma'at, it has to be a place of menucha. And the way to make it a place of menucha is to learn the art of shtika. So we all pray over here that Mama Rochel should intercede for us, and that we should be in the schus of Mama Rochel. And I have in mind all of the people that listen to me, their families. Chai Rochel Etel Bas Shulamis, Shendel Shlema Bas Betya, Beilachaya Bas Miriam, Mordechai Eliyahu ben Bracha Michla, that Mama Rochel should be a militzas yayishiv for us, that we should be healthy, we should know we're healthy, no scares, we should have parnasa b'revacha v'chavod, nachas from children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, sweet shalom bayis, and the bias gel tzedek b'mherav yameinu.